Coming up on the Olympic Zone. From last to first, he left the track in a wheelchair after a race in Rio.
For me, I was like, wallow in my sorrow or get up and make a difference.
But now Trayvon Bromell could be the one to beat. Plus, a family first for Team USA.
I'm just so lucky to call her my sister and to call her my teammate, to call her my best friend.
What it's like to share the Olympic dream with your sister. And Japanese self-care. Natalie Morales gets back to nature with the practice of forest bathing. No water required.
Get the power from the tree. Talk with the tree.
I get lots of power from you.
The Olympic Zone starts now.
What is good, everyone? I'm Orlando Sanchez. Welcome to the Olympic Zone. It's 8:31 a.m. over in Tokyo. Another full day of competition is about to get underway. So let's tip off the show on the court. Kevin Durant making history with Team USA, closing out group play against the Czech Republic. Durant was feeling it. He dropped 23 points on 8 of 11 shooting. He passed Carmelo Anthony as Team USA's all-time leading scorer at the Olympics. The Americans beat the Czech Republic 119-84 with back-to-back blowout wins. Team USA advances to the quarterfinals. Damian Lillard had 8 points in the victory. He says there's still things to clean up.
You know, we've done great things in the last 2 games, and the most important thing is to be able to sustain that for a full 40 minutes. You know, this game is not a long game like we're used to. It's 10-minute quarters instead of 12, so you don't have as much time to make up ground if you know, got slippage and things like that. So we got to come out sharp from the tip.
Team USA's quarterfinal game is Tuesday. Opponent to be determined. We've got an update for you. BMX racer Connor Fields is out of the ICU after an awful crash Thursday night. The 28-year-old suffered a brain hemorrhage from the crash, but tests have shown no additional bleeding or injuries. He's still in the hospital.
Offensively.
Let's talk about volleyball. Team USA now missing one of its superstars. Jordan Thompson went down with an ankle injury in the second set against the Russian athletes. She was the top scorer in these Olympics so far. No word on how long she could be out. It was also the Americans' first loss of the Olympics. Team USA faces Italy tomorrow night. On the track at Olympic Stadium, former Oregon Duck Raven Rogers has a shot to win a medal. She's heading to the finals in the 800 meters.
I'm excited. It's a blessing. You know, I'm here for a reason, and that'll come out in the final.
Rogers finished third in her semifinals to qualify for the final race on Tuesday. She's one of 3 Americans who will compete for the gold. So here's your video of the day. That is Detroit Lions quarterback David Blau and his teammates watching his wife, Melissa Gonzalez. Yes, she qualified in the 400-meter hurdles. The man is excited. I can't blame him. I love seeing his teammates get involved as well. Congrats to her. She'll run in the semifinals on Monday. That's what it's all about. All right, they are just one of many families separated during these games. Some have loved ones as coaches. Ann Thompson looks at these relationships, which have their challenges, but can also create lasting memories.
They are the lucky ones. Fencer Alexander Macialis and his sister Sabrina, shot putter Joe Kovacs, and steeplechaser Emma Coburn. While most athletes' families had to stay stateside, theirs will be here on the sideline. Joe Bossard is Emma Coburn's husband and coach.
I haven't missed a meet in 5, 6, or 7 years, so to miss the biggest one would be a challenge.
The 2 runners met in high school. Joe was a fan in the stands as Emma won bronze in Rio.
Family and friends happy they made the trip to Rio.
And soon after became her coach, guiding her to a world championship and the altar.
Any race, I'm looking for Joe. When I won in the 2017 World Championships, he was, the first person I saw and was able to hug and kiss him and celebrate that moment with him.
Joe, did you have any hesitancy about coaching Emma, that it would change your other relationship?
Yes, but not that it changed our relationship, but just that it sounded like a lot of time spent together, and that was a little concerning.
For Rio silver medalist Alexander Macialas, Greg has always been dad and coach. And now Sabrina is sister and teammate, too.
Having 3 family members be part of Team USA together, even under normal circumstances, is really, really special.
Sabrina's first games are Alexander's 3rd and proud dad Greg's 8th as fencer, referee, or coach. He says these Olympics are different.
I call this the sort of blue-collar Olympics. You come here with your lunch pail, you work hard, you go there, you get your medals, and you go home. You know what I mean?
Ashley Kovacs was already an established college track coach when her husband Joe asked her to coach him in shot put.
There's really no on-off switch for being a wife, but I kind of have to take myself into a different zone when I'm talking to him and see him as an athlete when he's in the ring.
Together, they won a world championship in 2019. When you look over at Ashley during a competition, do you see your coach or your wife?
Yeah, I see the person I trust, which is probably the most important thing. I need somebody who can show me the mirror.
The lucky ones, with their biggest fans here, hoping family ties will give them the winning edge.
Oh, that's good stuff. Another parent coach at these games is Brian Carey. His daughter is gymnast and future Oregon State Beaver Jade Carey. She competes again next week.
Coming up on the Olympic Zone.
The header from Hughes, and it's an equalizer. A well-constructed goal for USA.
It is so different and so special.
Sam Brock with the Sisters of USA Soccer. Is there sibling rivalry on the pitch? Plus,
how do you say forest bathing in Japanese?
Yeah, forest bathing is shingen yoku.
Natalie Morales learns to unwind with the help of trees. Ahead on the Olympic Zone.
And welcome back. A new athlete will soon claim the title of world's fastest man. For one of the gold medal favorites, Trayvon Bromell, just making it to the games was a triumph. Mike Tirico has this comeback story.
My whole life I was told I couldn't get to this point. I tell people all the time where I'm from, it ain't no superheroes. Like, all you see is villains, to be honest. I remember people telling me that my dreams of being an Olympian was not gonna happen.
This is the sprinter that most people think is the future of American sprinting.
2 months before Trayvon Bromell arrived at the Rio Olympic Games, X-rays revealed a bone spur near his Achilles, which took him from being a contender in the race to determine the world's fastest man to finishing in last place.
Trayvon Bromell, the youngster from U.S., got an education tonight.
A lot of people don't know I really didn't want to run because it was just too much pain to endure. Being at the Olympics, it was a dream come true, so I had to make that decision to just deal with the pain and just run with it.
5 days later, Bromell chose to compete again, this time in the anchor leg of the 4x100-meter final.
Trayvon Bromell for the United States. Here's the handoff.
And once I got down to like the last 20 meters, I just felt a little tension in my Achilles. I couldn't gather my steps at all, and that's when I went to fall. Dealing with the flashes of what the Olympics presented to me, it was torture.